Flyover Country 97.9. I'm Joel Navarro. You've been hearing us talk about it for some time. Saturday night, Colby Event Center, Colby, Kansas. It is a big night of country. Pretty diverse branches of country. First of all, we've got our opening act, which is our local favorite, Brock Wagner. He's got a style of country. We've got our headliner, Aaron Watson. He's a whole different breed of country. And smack dab right in the middle, as we get revved up, we've got Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts out of Denver. And they're a whole different branch of country. And we've got the guy, well, his name's attached to it. It's Ryan Chrys of Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts. Ryan, hi there, my friend.
Hey.
I tell you what, you guys are a happening band. You guys are a raucous little band that likes to have a lot of fun. And on a personal note, I actually still work with Susan, who's a member of your band, and you guys are fun. You guys get out, you're on the road a lot, and you guys play not only in the States, but you play all over the world.
Yeah, it's wild. Who'd have thought? Dreamed for sure, but thought, I don't know. But yeah, we're out there, and we're coming to Colby.
You are. You're going to be part of the triple bill on Saturday night. In fact, you're so important and part of this. We've even got your name on the official limited edition T-shirts, my friend. It's got Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts there, so we'll have to get you some. Let's talk about...
Save me one.
Oh, absolutely. We'll get you guys hooked up. Let's talk about Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts, kind of how you came to be, and what's your style of music, and what really energizes you about being live?
We are outlaw country. We have some rock and roll in us for sure, and the kind of country that we love is the old school Waylon, Willie, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash kind of stuff, and Johnny Cash was my biggest influence. So we're on the edges of old and kind of rock and country, and we just love to perform live. It's just, many artists do, but I don't know. We've had this band, this group with Susan, as you mentioned, and Michael and stuff, and we just have a lot of fun. And we've known each other for a long time, and we love to play the music for one people or 100,000 people, and that's where it starts.
So do you prefer going out and doing the live things versus going into the studio and recording, or is it kind of a 50-50 kind of love it all?
Oh man, we're live. If I love the studio, we'd probably have a bunch more albums out because I wish I had more time for the studio, but we're on the road so much that it just kind of how it works out. But yeah, we love to play live, and we love celebrations and outdoor shows and people getting together for events, in addition to just regular concerts and stuff. But these type of events like Stars and Stripes is what we love to do.
That's awesome. And we're talking to Ryan Chrys of Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts. Going to be playing along with Brock Wagner and Aaron Watson Saturday night, Colby Event Center. Still get your tickets. You can go to NWKSradio.net. So you look at kind of your schedule. Again, you guys are on the road all the time. Say you're playing Colby, Kansas. You're playing Craig, Colorado. You're playing all these areas. And then suddenly you guys are off playing Belgium, and then you're in London. You're in United Kingdom. It's a phenomenal to be worldwide. Our audiences, do you notice when you are in the States, you get a certain vibe off the audience? Is it different when you go to a Belgium or to United Kingdom?
Well, yeah, it's interesting, and we're still adding dates to that, but we played in Switzerland a couple of years ago for some dates over there, and wasn't quite sure what to expect, but it was, the audiences were, if you didn't know, you almost wouldn't know until we tried to talk to somebody and realized that none of us spoke the same language. But audiences, man, if it's good music, it's good music. That's pretty much what I've learned from doing these way out gigs in other countries and stuff, and which is really really great to know, and it's inspiring that, good music is good music wherever you go.
If you are to look at country music, especially in the classic country, outlaw country realm, is there a song that you look out and go, this is one of my favorites, and man, I wish I had written this, and you see it as kind of the perfect country song, as David Allan Coe would say?
The song I always wish I'd written, which, many artists will say is Amarillo by Morning. That's not an outlaw country song, but what a great song. But, Willie's songs, I just love. But, of course, nowadays, Chris Stapleton, any song by him almost, is amazing. And we're big Sturgill Simpson fans, and we love a lot of the newer guys too on the outlaw side, from Whiskey Myers and Cody Jinks and all those guys. I like their style as much or more than like any particular song. When I listen to artists that I love now, I'm listening to their vibe and their style, because it seems like, to me, that's more of what it's about. I mean, sure, there are some smash singles, but I go for the vibe and the style.
I tell you what, I had a buddy of mine, and I lived in Nashville for a while back in the mid-2000s, and it was a buddy of mine worked at the radio station out there. Last year, I believe, he was at Bridgestone Arena, and I think he was going to see like Reba McEntire or somebody like that. And so they're all kind of hanging outside on Broadway, getting ready to go in, and there's this guy over there playing guitar and singing and everything, and that's a common sight on every street corner in Nashville. And he's jamming. He goes, man, that voice sounds familiar. I don't know the face, but man, I know that voice. He's standing there and he's looking, and he realizes finally it's Sturgill Simpson that is just in town and decided to sit in front of the audience and not introduce himself, and Sturgill's just playing Sturgill music before a Reba McEntire show, which he's just like,
wow.
That's phenomenal that Sturgill Simpson's right there. And he's like, dude, my favorite song is, can you do Call to Arms out here? And he started jamming a Call to Arms, and it was just like, okay, that's pretty sweet. So what about yeah, it's that style of music. What about like a Jason Isbell? You into that style as well too?
Oh yeah, and he's just a phenomenal songwriter, singer, guitar player. Oh my gosh, he's got it all. He's on the singer-songwriter side of it, I feel like, and he's really tough to beat on that style. He comes in with just these heartfelt lyrics and songs and ideas, and yeah, big fan of Jason.
I think one of the things, we've got a young guy who's in our radio station, and he loves the current country. He's into the Kane Brown and the Morgan Wallen and stuff like that. And I was trying to explain him, and it's great. But what I think is missing out of Nashville, and I think it's missing in music altogether, is the singer-songwriter, the James Taylors, the Jim Croces, the Harry Chapins, the Rodney Crowells of the world, of just that true, really well-written song that just, it moves you. It motivates you to think or have emotion. I think a lot of that has gone in a lot of today's music.
I agree, yeah. And, Jason's definitely one of them that has that for sure.
All right, we're talking to the members of one of the bands going to do a big show coming up. Of course, we got Aaron Watson, headliner, Brock Wagner, opening guy, right in the middle, Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts. Ryan, I know you're busy getting ready to travel out to Colby. You encourage people to get tickets now, NWKSradio.net. You can also text the word tickets to 785-460-0790. You were kind enough to send me all of your music, so I've got everything you guys have ever recorded, everything you've done. So I'm going to play 2 songs, but I want you to tell me, as we introduce people to Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts, what are the 2 best songs? What should I play on Flyover Country?
Boy, that's a tough question, but we actually have a couple new singles out, and we have a brand new album releasing next month we're excited about. One of our new singles is called Tonight a Party, and that would be a good one. And we also, modern outlaw country is a concept of a song of ours, and that's a fun song. It shows kind of what we do. And country music soundtrack is just a good, fun dance and song that you'll hear them all if you like the music.
All right. It's done. You requested them. We're going to play them. By the way, check out the band, roughcutsband.com, roughcutsband.com. You can hear some of the songs. You can see where they're going to be playing. You can buy stuff. You can look at the photo gallery. There's videos, new stuff. And it's just a fantastic band playing all over the place. Ryan, we appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing you Saturday night with Aaron Watson and Brock Wagner.
We can't wait to be there. We're super excited, and we'll see you all there.
Time to play Ryan Chrys and the Rough Cuts. Their request on now. Flyover Country 90.